record. And okay, hi guys. I promised that I would teach you tapping after being the only layperson in the group with a bunch of therapists because I was desperate to figure out how to get rid of feelings that talk therapy only exaggerated, exacerbated, and then the therapist would be like, oh, our time is done, see you later. It was awful. It was good to be heard. It was good. It was really good to be heard and realize that I wasn't totally off base, you know, because parents that mess you up don't want to admit that they've done that. So the therapist is really helpful. Anyway, moving right along. This is a wonderful way to alleviate the emotional stress that comes associated with a certain thought. For instance, if you think about something that's making you anxious, the anxiety itself around that thought can be eliminated. It can be greatly reduced, at least. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted just for a second. Doing a Facebook Live, and I think it's okay. All right, so here's the deal. There's a point on the top of our heads, and we just take our palm and we go like this. And this is to, and you do everything 3 times, and I'll show you what that means. So in this regard, you're hitting a point with the palm of your hand, and you're saying, even though I feel irritated, I completely and unconditionally love myself. Even though I feel irritated, I completely and unconditionally love myself. Even though I feel irritated, I completely and unconditionally love myself. So that's the beginning. And then the next point that you do is on the side of your hand, a karate chop. And you do the same thing. Even though I'm feeling irritated, I completely and unconditionally, no, you don't. My bad. You go, irritable, I'm feeling irritable, I'm feeling irritable. Irritable. And you do that 3 times on the side of your hand. The next point that you want to hit is right here at your eyebrow, like at the beginning of your eyebrow. And you just think irritable. You do it 3 times. And then on the outside of your eye is another point. And again, you're just using 2 fingers. Don't bruise yourself. It's easy to do. It's easy to get carried away. But you just do irritable on the outside of the eyebrow right here. The next point is right under the eye. And you say it again as you lightly tap right under on this bone here. Irritable, feeling irritable, I'm feeling irritable. And then right here on this spot, do the same thing. You say how you're feeling over again. Irritable, I'm feeling irritable, I'm feeling irritable. And then right here is the next point. Irritable. Okay? And then, like you're doing the Pledge of Allegiance, wherever your middle finger lands, if you start running, oh, that's tender. If you start running like that, like you'll feel it. And this is the way it hurts. You stimulate this spot and you say, I'm irritable. The next spot is right about where the bra line is. And it's easier to use all your fingers, and you do this. I'm feeling irritable. I'm feeling irritable. And if you feel like you want to take a deep breath, do it. This is going to help a lot. And I'll explain to you in a minute why. The next points are going to be on your hand. We're going to use all the fingers except for your ring finger. Don't ask me why. This just works. And what we're going to do is we're going to go for the nail bed, right at the side of the nail bed. So I'm going to hit right here, and I'm going to say irritable. I'm feeling irritable. Feeling irritable, right? We skip the ring finger. We go to the pinky. Irritable. And we finish off with a karate chop. Feeling irritable. And then we take a deep breath. And I mean a belly breath. When you take a deep breath, it's not your chest. It's down here that you want to expand. And what you want to do now is you want to see how you feel. Like, think about that thing. Let's say we use the irritability, that thing that's causing you irritability. And here's where this gets really specific, is you want to think about the same thing on purpose, like intentionally, it's kind of like a phone number. If you change one number on that phone number, you're going to get a different location or person, right? So you really want to have the same exact thought every time. Like if I was feeling irritable, I have a client who hasn't paid me, and I'm just, you know, like when I think about that, it just makes me feel like, it's like an 8, you know, it's just like super annoying, super irritating. And so what you want to do is go revisit that thought that you're having and the emotion that it creates. And you want to rate it for yourself. And you go, well, if I think about that again, it's actually a 6 now. So, okay, so let's start it again. Even though I'm feeling irritable, I completely and unconditionally love myself. And I'm going to say this to myself, like, okay, that I said it 3 times and messed up my hair. It's okay. And then we start again. I'm feeling irritable, and I'm thinking about this client. You know, I'm feeling irritable about this client. And you say these things to yourself. Okay, you don't have to say anything out loud. You never have to revisit your trauma with somebody, which is so cool. This is a really, really great therapy. So irritable, and you're going to feel that point right there. You really will know the difference. I'm feeling irritable that it's hot in here. Hang on a second. Okay. And then, so then the next point is at the beginning of your eyebrow. I'm feeling really irritable. This client 3 times, irritable. I'm feeling, and then again on the outside of the eyebrow, I'm feeling irritable. Irritable. This is probably better with 3 fingers. So it's not so pointy. Irritable. Right under here, irritable, and it'll be tender. You'll feel it. Irritable. Apparently I needed to breathe. I'm feeling irritable, like a goofy. Right, Pledge of Allegiance, middle finger, roll it. It's a lot less tender this time. Wow, what a difference. I'm feeling irritable about this client because that's really the truth. Irritable. Under the bra, or where the bra would be, it's tender. You'll feel it. Feel around till you get that tender spot. Oh, I must have missed it the first time. Okay. And then tap that puppy pretty good and think that same thought. I'm feeling irritable. That hurts. Side of the thumb, irritable. I'm feeling irritable. Side of the finger, irritable. Skip the ring, go to the pinky. Irritable. Side karate chop. Irritable. Whew. You really will feel a restoration of peace. And then you can tap back in and see how you're feeling. And you can keep doing this routine over and over again until that thought and the associated rating of emotion that goes with it goes down to a 2, a 1, a 0. It can happen. Now, if you find, and here's like kind of like the bonus track, if you will, if for some reason you've done this, say 4 times, this cycle 4 times, and you find that it's still not budging, there's an additional piece you can do. And that is you make a loose fist like this. And right in between here, right here, you're going to tap the entire time as you look forward, and you will move your eyes this way and then that way. And at the same time, you're going to hum, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. Just that happy birthday phrase, okay? So, just once, okay? I know it's crazy, but it works. Okay, and then what you're going to do next is you're going to take your eyes and you're going to keep tapping. You're going to look down, all the way down, and up, and then all the way up. And finish off here. And it really should help. Let me know how you do with this. I know it seems weird, but after you get used to this 5-minute routine, you'll literally be able to do this when you're driving in the car or whatever. You'll be able to just like, you know, tap, tap, tap real quick. I'm going to do this really quick. These are all the spots. Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na, da-da-da, da-da-da. You don't have to make that noise. Da-na-na, da-da-da-da, da-da. It works. It works whether you believe in it or not. And the cool thing is that you don't have to talk about what you're feeling. It will just simply work. All right. Good luck. You know what I do. Bye.